Hey guys, Max 2015 here, and it's a little bit late at night now, but there were just a couple of replays that I thought would be nice to share with you guys. I was using Heavy-Zooka attacks earlier today, and a couple of them were pretty good. Most of the bases on my map now have ice of some sort. Some of them are boosted, some of them are not. Um, but anyways, I wanted to share a couple of these with you guys. Before I do that though, I wanted to show you that um, since I placed down the Shock Blaster 3 here early this morning, I haven't gotten any attacks of any sorts. So I'll show you here in my activity log. If you see right here, I've only been raided 2 times, and those 2 raids came before I put down the Shock Blaster. Prior to that, I only had the shield generator, if you saw the first episode that I posted. But since I put down the Shock Blaster, I haven't been attacking. I think I put that down early this morning, so probably been close to 12 hours. So no attacks in the last 12 hours, and that's why if you see my resources are just piled up because no one's taking them away from me. And since I'm maxed out, I have no use for them. Before I put down all the ice, this was my average log, 13 raids. I think 18 was my highest record of how many times I've been raided. So no raids in the last 12 hours is actually pretty special for me. But anyways, I was going to show you guys a couple of replays right here. This is the first one, Peshmerga. By the way, I didn't boost any of my offensive statues. The new troop damage that I got yesterday was both the Masterpiece and the Guardian have been doing wonders for me. So anyways, this is the first base. I think this guy had 5 ice statues, if you notice. And one of the Masterpiece is boosted. So heavy Zookas, I put down all the heavies in the front, all the Zookas in the back, and let them gather around first. Collect a little bit of gunboat energy in the front, and then just flare right behind that rocket launcher. I purposely chose the back of the rocket launcher because if you notice, while they'll be standing, it's going to be right in the blind spot of the launcher, so my Zookas won't be in any danger in there. Just give them a little bit of time to get there, and then put down a second flare just to group them up in there. Throw down a medkit, and then flare straight into the rocket launcher. Then critters and a shock. And as you can see, the critters are keeping the shock launchers busy, while the Zookas go to town here in the back. I do get some damage, but overall the heavies are doing actually a pretty good job in protecting all the Zookas. So I'm just keeping my eye on that shield generator. As soon as that goes down, I will flare into the HQ. And at this point, I just pretty much ran out of gunboat energy, so I was just praying that they'll get the job done. So right here, I was pretty nervous here. As you can see, there was nothing else I could do. I was just waiting and waiting and waiting, and just watching the health bar go down. But luckily, there was one heavy standing right there in the front, and he got the job done. So I was actually really pretty pleased with that. It did take me maybe 3 or 4 tries though before I got it down. So that was base number 1. Second base, task. Let's take a look in here. Oh yeah, this guy, he had no shield generator, so that made things pretty easy for me. But he did have 2 ice masterpieces that were both boosted. They were hiding somewhere in the trees, I don't remember. But believe me, they were in there. So same strategy, just put all the heavies in the front, all the Zookas in the back, let them gather around, get some gunboat energy in the front, and then flare right there where I made a little pocket of space so they could stand. If that mortar could have been really dangerous there. But right there, that's the last smoke. And same as before, let all the Zookas get in there, throw another flare so they can regroup, then flare straight into the HQ, drop some critters, and then shock the shock launcher and the shock blaster in the back. As you can see, the Zookas are again standing in the blind spot from that rocket launcher here, so they're not really in danger. Only the machine gun there was spraying in there, but that wasn't really a big deal. That base actually came down pretty easy. I feel like as long as the base has no shield generator on it, Heavy-Zooka can take it down no problem, and unboosted also. What else in here? Wayne and Jess's base. Let's see. Oh yeah, so this base also had no shield generator. It did have 3 boosted ice statues. I made a little pocket of space again, right there where that sniper tower was. And then same strategy. 3 boats of heavies in the front. 1, 2, 3. And all the Zookas in the back. And then last boat of heavies in the front. Same thing. Let them gather around in front of the cannon. Get a little bit of gunboat energy. Those economy buildings in the front are always good because they have low health. So it's always easy to grab up an extra couple of gunboat in there. Then flare them, smoke. And it's kind of hard to try to visualize the path that all the troops are going to walk through. So it just takes a little bit of practice. But I was lucky enough that I didn't lose anything in here. Well, probably lost a couple of Zookas, but no big deal there. So reflare, then flare into the HQ, critters, and then shock the shot launcher, or the rocket launcher behind us. As you can see, the critters are keeping these 2 rocket launchers busy while the Zookas go to town on that HQ. Oof, right here I got a little bit lucky. I did have a medkit on those Zookas, which really saved them, but had that HQ had just a little bit more of health, I would have failed that attack. However, you have to remember that he had 3 offensive statues boosted up, and I was just going in stock. This will be the last base I wanted to show you guys. JB's base. This was a pretty good base. I felt good after I took it down. It only took me 1 try. Same strategy. I found a space where I wanted to park all my troops, which was where the quarry was. Then I put down all my troops down here. Heavies in the front, Zookas right behind them. Make sure to keep all the Zookas protected. Gather a little bit of gunboat energy and then flare them straight into the back. And then just smoke. And just being a little bit careful with the smokes. Just because those Zookas are so fragile. Once I found the spot right there, I just let all the troops get in there. And then I'll do a second flare just to regroup them. And then I'll flare right into the shield generator. And watch that thing go down in 1 shot. Critters, shock, and boom, there goes the shield generator. Then the Zookas will just start shooting around to anything that's nearby them, clearing the path. I made a priority of keeping these 2 defenses shot because they can just eliminate all the Zookas pretty quickly, so I had to be very careful. Once I was comfortable with all the defenses, I took down a flush trade into the HQ and just hoped that the Zookas were going to take it down. And actually it turned out a lot easier than I was expecting. I thought I was going to have a much harder time taking the base, but probably because his defending building masterpiece was not boosted, so that makes things pretty easy for me. So that's going to be about it for today, guys. It's going to be a short video because it's pretty late at night, and well, I kind of want to get things wrapped up before I go to bed. What else changed in my base? Oh, so if you saw the last episode, well, the first episode, I made a 10% troop damage guardian. Today I was able to get a 11% while I reclaimed a couple of shards, so I got an extra percentage for attack. So that's gonna be it for now, guys. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, stay tuned.